Would you like to make a podcast? Spotify has a way to let you make one easily, distribute it everywhere, and even earn money, all in one place, for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit right from your phone or computer, so you can start creating today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify, and everywhere else podcasts are heard. And video podcasts are also available on Spotify. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. And best of all, it's totally free. You know, ever since I discovered Spotify for Podcasters, I've enjoyed sharing my favorite stories with children around the world. If you've ever thought of starting your own podcast, download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started. Welcome to Bedtime Stories. Please make sure you press follow to get notified of new stories and leave a rating. If you enjoy today's story, forward it to a friend. And now the story, Bonnie Meets a New Friend. Once upon a time, in a beautiful forest, there lived a bunny named Bonnie. She lived in a cozy burrow with her family, but despite their love and affection, Bonnie often felt lonely. She had no friends to play with, no one to share her adventures with, and she longed for someone to call her own. One sunny day, Bonnie decided to go for a walk in the forest. She hopped and skipped through the trees, admiring the flowers and the birds and hoping she would find a new friend. As she was hopping along the path, she suddenly heard a strange sound. It was a soft, pitiful meowing coming from behind a bush. Bonnie cautiously approached the bush, and to her surprise, she found a tiny kitten. The kitten was shivering and scared, and Bonnie felt a strong urge to help her. "Hello, little one," she said. "What are you doing all alone here?" The kitten looked up at Bonnie and meowed again. She was lost and had no idea how to get back home. Bonnie felt her heart warm with compassion, and she knew what she had to do. "Don't worry," she said. "I'll help you find your way home. I'm Bonnie. What's your name?" The kitten smiled and said, "My name's Bella. Thank you so much for helping me, Bonnie." From that moment on, Bonnie and Bella were inseparable. They explored the forest together, playing games, gathering flowers, and telling each other stories. They became the best of friends, and Bonnie was no longer lonely. One day, as they were sitting in the meadow, Bonnie noticed Bella was looking sad. "What's wrong, Bella?" she asked. Bella sighed and said, "I miss my family. I don't know how much longer I can be away from them." Bonnie understood how Bella felt, and she knew they had to help her friend find her way back home. So they set out on a new adventure, determined to find Bella's family. They traveled through the forest, following their instincts, and finally, they reached a small village. As they approached the village, Bella's eyes lit up, and she ran towards a house, meowing with joy. Bonnie followed her, and they found Bella's family waiting for her outside the house. They were overjoyed to see her, and they thanked Bonnie for helping her find her way home. From that day on, Bonnie and Bella stayed in touch, and they continued to be the best of friends. Bonnie was no longer lonely, for she found a friend who was just as special and unique as she was. And she knew that no matter what, she and Bella would always be there for each other. Thank you for listening to Bedtime Stories. Please make sure you press follow to get notified of new stories and leave a rating. If you enjoyed today's story, forward it to a friend. If you have a suggestion for a new story, send us an email, magicmonorail@gmail.com. Until next time, good night.